Welcome, we're at the Salem High School and we have an annual event that John Seaman has been a part of. And John, explain who you are and what we're doing here today.
So my name is John Seaman. I'm the PLTW engineering teacher here at Salem High School. So I'm also kind of the lead mentor for the first robotics program that we host here. So I kind of wear a number of different hats in what I do here. So this weekend we're hosting the annual Granite State District event, part of the New England First Robotics Competition.
Right.
So this is an event that we've historically hosted for the past few years, and so we're really excited to see us moving back to in-person events this year.
Excellent. Could you give us a little more detail as to what's going to be happening for the next 3 days?
Going around the venue today, what's going to be happening is a lot of setup event setup stuff. So all of my students have been here since 9 this morning, moving tables, making sure that all the signage is put up, and then getting the field set up, loading in all the event equipment. So there's been a lot of action. And just a little while, teams are going to start loading in. And then officially doors are going to open around 5 p.m. At that point, that's when we get into high gear. All right, a lot of what our students are going to be doing is coordinating concessions and providing event support when it comes to volunteer positions that needed to be filled. And then over the next 2 days, so Friday and Saturday, that's going to be the actual competition proper. So Friday will largely be qualifying rounds, all right, which will extend into Saturday morning. Then at the end of qualifying rounds, we're going to move into the elimination rounds and the final bracket. All right.
Okay.
And then everything will be wrapped up on Saturday evening.
What's the goal of the event and what's the goal of each team?
So this is a qualifying level event. So New England exists in what we call the district model. So basically, as part of every team's registration, they're going to get 2 district events. All right. If they do well at these 2 district events, they'll accrue enough points throughout the event through things such as competitive ranking, placement in the elimination bracket, certain awards that they win. If they accrue enough points through those efforts, then they'll qualify for the district championship, which is going to be out in Western Massachusetts this year.
Excellent. So now what's the focus this year?
So every year there's a brand new game. All right, we typically get the game released in early January, and from that time we have about 6 weeks roughly before competition season starts to kick in. At that point, competition season lasts an additional 6 weeks. All right, where teams will participate in an event, depending on what ones they choose, sometimes back-to-back events, sometimes every other weekend. It really is dependent on what ones they pick.
I guess what I was looking for is what kind of a theme is there this year?
This year it's more like flights, air traffic control, that kind of stuff. It's a little bit interesting. So the field layout is somewhat similar to that of an airport. So there's a central hub that we have to score objects into, and then there's a hangar area where teams robots will actually try to climb a series of runs and literally hang as part of the challenge.
Very good, very good. Well, I'm excited for this whole event. Are there any special teams that we should be looking for? Looking at?
So there's going to be a ton of very competitive teams from around the region that are going to be competing here this weekend. Some of them historically, some of the biggest teams in the area include 131 Chaos. They're from up in Manchester. We've got 78 from down in Rhode Island. They're going to be here this weekend, as well as a lot newer teams that are also looking to have a very strong showing, such as 7404 from out in Connecticut. So those are some teams that will be very interesting to watch. But it's very interesting what FIRST is every year brings brand new challenges. So every year teams that, are brand new can excel, and teams that, have historically been very, very strong might have an off year. So we're not 100% sure what we're going to see until we actually go into this first week of competition.
And finally, the sponsors and who sponsors FIRST as a whole?
So this event is primarily sponsored through BAE Systems, and they're a huge supporter of FIRST in New Hampshire as well as New England as a whole. But we have a number of sponsors that sponsor our program as well. So, a special thank you to the Salem Lions Club. They have done a tremendous amount of support helping us out, not only from monetary donations from this season, but also for, providing volunteers for helping out with
Excellent.
actually running the event. So they have been a huge help. Scott Electronics has been a big help to us. They've been manufacturing parts for us throughout the season. Analog Devices, another big sponsor for us. They provided us, fairly large sponsorship, and they're a new sponsor for us this year. As well, there's a number of local companies that provide us a lot of help, with getting things off the ground for this event specifically, including Frito-Lay, Supa's Pizza is another big help. All of these different local companies kind of come together and really provide us a lot of support to make sure
Sounds
that this
great.
is successful.
Sounds like it's going to be another exciting event.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.